Good morning, Don of all sorts here on yet another beautiful Brooklyn day. It's Tuesday, May like 3rd or something, and I'm on my way to the next job site. This one's over in East New York, and I think they just need access because they're going to be doing some work over there. So let my amateur locksmith self go and provide access to this vacant building so they can do whatever they got to do. And so the topic for today: why is everyone so easily offended these days? I don't understand. You know, in the past 20 years, people went from being offended by nothing to everything. I mean, didn't we grow up watching South Park and Beavis and Butthead and all types of good offensive stuff? Now it's like if someone has a different opinion than you, a different point of view than you, there's no debating it. It's just, you know, both people just tell each other, I'm right, you're wrong, that's it, and they get offended. Like, you know, let's debate different points of view. Maybe you can tell me something I don't know that might change my point of view. And it's like people can't just agree to disagree on anything. Like, I mean, I've had people completely cut me off, stop talking to me when they find out that I support police. And, you know, like, of course we need police. What would you do without police? Who are you gonna call when something goes wrong? Imagine a world without police. We would all just be running around with whatever guns we can, taking whatever we want. You know, it would just be chaos if there were no consequences. I'd be like, hey, I want this big building right here. Let me go in there, murder everyone, and then it's my building. Right? I mean, you know, I don't understand how anyone could think we don't need police. Sure, we might need some police reform. We need police accountability, yes. You know, the police have to obey the laws too. But we can't let a few bad cops, you know, try to say, oh, we don't need any police because there's a few bad ones. There's a few bad apples in everything. That's like trying to judge a whole race by a small section of them. It's crazy. You know, every person has the same potential to be good or bad or anything in between. People have the potential to change. And you really got to watch out on these city streets. You know, there are overturned sewer covers like you see in front of me over there. All types of potholes that weren't there yesterday. You really got to pay attention. If you're riding behind a car too close, you're not going to see those things. And it could really mess you up. I've hit a few hard ones myself. I love going over this little bridge. I think it's just because I know that there are no hazards. There's no cross sections. Got this nice grooved concrete that's perfectly straight. Keeps you going. Keeps you well gripped. See, I start braking all the way back here. No reason to try to come to a quick break. You know, sometimes I know exactly where I'm going, and then I see all these road closures and stuff, and I'm like, maybe I should have used GPS, even though I know where I'm going. Alrighty, that was simple enough. Access granted. Well, I was just talking about how locks are just a deterrent. No matter what kind of lock you get, my Timberland boot will take that whole door down. One Timberland boot to a door. You want to go with the strongest, craziest door? Go ahead, then I'll just kick through the wall. You know, locks are just deterrents. If somebody really wants to get into your house, your apartment, your car, they're going to. Fucking weirdos. Alright, these guys did a good job fixing up the apartment over here after the last tenants moved out. You know, compound, fresh paint job, and it's all good. Now let me stop and finally get some coffee. And I gotta go write some checks and stop at the next job site. Everybody gotta get paid. Another wonderful day in the life of a Don. Well, I'm gonna make my coffee stop, and then I'll see you guys at the next job site. Some of these Brooklyn streets, they really look beautiful, huh? If only these hoodlums would stop running around shooting each other, this town would be great. It's another thing I don't understand. The culture today. You know, like, it's not cool to be gangster. It's not cool to do drugs. And all these new rappers are, you know, they're glorifying this life of crime that they don't even really live. It's all just marketing strategy. Like Tom McDonald said, he said, what do Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all this marketing strategy, so you empty your wallets. Endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. Man, he's talking facts, man. People gotta wake up. You're not gonna get successful just by spending your whole life partying. There's a very rare few people that manage to publicize that, and it takes a lot more work than what you see. You know, they got people you know, degrading women, you know, and even women, you know, they just see guys as walking ATMs now. You know, if you can't pay my bills, and you know, there's no way we could be together, this and that. That's why now I don't spend $1 on nobody. You like being around me? Cool. If not, that's also cool. I have a lot of fun by myself. And the funniest part is, whenever I was unemployed or homeless or really messed up in the game, it was so easy to find women. I always had a girlfriend. But now that I'm doing good, you know, oh, you don't have enough time for me, this and that. Yes, work is my priority. Work comes first. I would like to enjoy my free time with you, which is only like a few hours a day. But, you know, if I want to start an empire, be an entrepreneur, start a business, you know, it's going to take all my time. And I'm happy. I don't need to be rich. I don't want so much money that IRS is chasing me and I got a bunch of fake friends hanging around. I'd rather be broke and happy than rich and stressed out any day. People got their values wrong, their priorities wrong. When I was 14, I was working, and then I started helping pitch in on the rent with my mom, and when she got sick, I was able to take care of her. You know, that was the one good thing about having kids, is that when you get old, you got people to take care of you. But these days, nobody cares about family. Nobody cares about any of that. There's no loyalty. It's just greed and envy everywhere. I mean, my backup plan is if I screw up everything out here again, I can just go back to the woods and live off the land. It's not a problem. Nature provides all we need. Everything else is just luxuries, or man's corruption of what he thinks are luxuries. And I wish I could go back to like the 50s, you know, back when everything was still cool. Now people are getting shot every day. Every day you look at the news, people shot, stabbed on the subway, single mother on her way home from work getting killed, and it's craziness. They gotta do something about this crime rate. They got me ready to move out of New York, man. Tired of having to worry about things. I don't even want to take public transportation anymore, because even that is crazy now. But not much I can do about it, except voice my opinion and hope someone hears me. This culture needs to change. Kids need fathers. They need parents in their life that give them discipline and direction. Like, I wish I had parents to tell me, hey, don't be a construction worker. You're really good with computers. You should go into computers. No. Instead, I wanted to be like my dad and be a construction worker. Little did I know that, you know, that just meant hard labor forever. Alrighty, time for another Home Depot run. They need a different color paint now to finish some touch-ups. Not flat white. Now they need ultra pure flat white, apparently. Now, there was a time when I was dealing with you know, severe depression and, you know, suicidal tendencies. I was in and out of psych wards. They put me on all types of medications. When in the end, all I needed to do was change my lifestyle. You know, and when you're a broke, unemployable drug addict, of course your life is horrible. Of course you're depressed. It's nothing wrong with thinking like that. Yes, you're depressed because you need to live a better life. And once I started living a better life, I just got happier and happier, man. Life is great now. I value myself and value my life and my time. When before I used to hate it. I felt like life was just a never-ending, you know, just hard labor and pain and death with little sprinkles of happiness in between. But I was just living wrong. Once I started living better, had some better people around me, life just got better. Life also got much better when I became a Republican for some reason too. Like when I switched to the Republican side and started embracing capitalism, life got so much easier. Democrats give you public assistance and food stamps. Republican give you opportunity. And yeah, so I switched sides. I am now a heartfelt Republican. I could squeeze into this spot right here. All right, here we are at Home Depot once again. I'll see you guys in a minute. Yeah, I'm the type of person that loves winter. And I can't complain all year long. So I just complain in the summer that it's too hot. I can't complain about it being too cold. Because I could always put on another layer, put on some long johns, some thermals or whatever. You know, once it gets too hot, you know, you can't really do too much. Try to go hide in the air conditioning somewhere. Or get on the highway and hopefully you don't get stuck in traffic. That's one of the reasons why I love riding a motorcycle is, you know, you're just so aware. It's so easy to zone out and not pay too much attention when you're driving a car. You know, messing with the radio, talking on the phone, eating food, all this and that. But when you're on a bike, it's completely different. You really have, like, you get in the zone, like full awareness of everything going on around you. Alrighty, my GoPro battery died, and here we are on our way to the next job. I gotta go try to pick up the key from a friend of mine if he's not available. Sometimes he works on the truck, sometimes he works in the shop. If he's not available, that means I gotta pick the lock. It's a very useful skill to have, lock picking, and it really reminds you that locks are nothing but deterrent. So I'll be on my way, and I'll see you guys over there. Got your road coming up right here. You know, those few parts when you're still in town, but you can open her up a little bit. At least as long as there's not traffic. Looks like they pulled somebody over. Or are they giving everybody tickets for double parking over there? One of the two. Wonderful little road here. Nice view. Got Highland Park coming up on the right. I hate when I forget what gear I'm in. Mine's second or third, I don't remember. I think I'm in second. No, I was in third. I got the graveyard over here. Nice little area, nice and quiet. I think we're right on the border of Ridgewood over here. So this is the border of Brooklyn and Queens. Alright, I'm about to pull up at my friend's job. Let's see what's what. Alrighty, I just picked up the keys. That helps, at least now I don't gotta pick the lock. Not that it's much of a chore, but it is possible to damage the lock when picking it. And I mean, sometimes, you know, each lock is different. Sometimes they give me trouble if they have security pins. It take me a little longer. And I've had people call the cops on me before thinking I was breaking into somewhere and I gotta show them the deed to the building and everything. So it just makes everything simpler. Brooklyn's trying to change. It's trying. Well, culture gotta change, man. If the culture don't change, it's not gonna change. Gotta get away from this violent culture. You know, people gotta stop hating on each other, lift each other up. When someone you know has a good success, don't hate on them, don't get jealous and envious. You know, congratulate them. Ask them what they did to do it. Maybe some of that information could help you do it yourself. Like I never ask my friends for money. I ask them to show me how I can make more money, or, you know, let's do something to make money together. Knowledge is much better than dollars, because you can have the knowledge and make all the dollars you need. Oh, these roads are horrible out here. In the prisons, we should be getting free labor out of all these prisoners. Instead of just costing tax dollars, we could put them to work. Make it something profitable. If you're gonna have everyone locked up anyway. Get the chain gangs back, have them fixing the streets and the highways and everything. Out here is pretty rough, you know. But it's coming along too, slowly but surely. See how this place looks in like 10 years or so. Alrighty, let's get the next part of the job done. Alrighty, we can get out of this very hood part of Brooklyn now. on my way to the next site. You see why I started motovlogging, because I don't have enough time to play games. I've been running all over Brooklyn every day, and I'm just tired when I get home. Even if I don't do so much physical labor, if I'm running around for 12, 14 hours a day, it's tiring real fast, man. I gotta take a day off this weekend. Every time I say that, it never happens. There's always something that comes up. Maybe I'll get half a day off, I suppose. Hey, let me go head down towards Highland Park again, come back around there, and head back to the other side of Brooklyn. Oh, life is good. The other night I got a 1 a.m. call to go out on a job, but my card was full. I never uploaded the footage from the GoPro, and so I didn't get to record it. But I'm always there when I'm needed, whether it's the middle of the night or middle of the day. If I'm needed, I'll be there. Mr. Reliable over here. Gotta practice what you preach, right? You want other people to be reliable, so you gotta set an example and be reliable yourself. You want your workers to work hard, you gotta work hard too. Keep the pace. There's no easy way out of things. And I like my workers to know I don't need them. They're there to save me time and energy, and if they're not doing that, then there's no reason for them to be there. Some more beautiful Brooklyn streets. Some of these streets are looking really nice. All right, this area right here looks beautiful, don't it? Now, if only they'd stop killing each other and it was a nice, safe place to live. Alrighty, so once again, I'm on the move. I was in the middle of getting that apartment ready. Another apartment ready over here for tenants that are moving in. But the other guy is not around right now, so I gotta ride to the other side of Brooklyn once again and go pay the workers. Yeah, and of course, it's this traffic time. Plenty of traffic now. Plenty of traffic. I don't feel like waiting on all this traffic. Don't feel like waiting on all this traffic. It's backed up around here. Yeah, another day doing what we gotta do. It's this effort that makes the money. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, here we are a few miles later on the other side of town. So much traffic. Yeah, blew past most of it, but you know, there's some stuff you just can't avoid. They got a 2-lane street with no lines on it. I'm not even sure if it's a 2-lane street, but they act like it is. And there's like not even enough room for me to squeeze by. See, this right here on the left that we're coming up on, not this building, the one over there, is actually Salvation Army shelter. And when I was on hard times, that's where I called home. And they give you everything in America. Everything. You need shelter, they give you shelter, and you stay there until you get your own apartment. They'll give you Section 8. If you can't work, they'll help you get disability and Social Security. If you can work, they'll get you job training, college, degrees, whatever you need, all free. You know, if you're addicted to drugs or something, you know, like you can get rehabs, therapeutic communities, outpatient care, inpatient care, whatever you need. Everything free. So anyone that's out here talking about, oh, they can't do nothing, they need to beg people. No, you don't. We have all the services out here. The only requirement for those services is that you do what they ask you. You make your appointments, you stop doing drugs. If you can't stop doing drugs, they'll send you to rehab or TC or whatever. But all these services and opportunities are there. So whenever you see beggars on the street, give them advice. Don't give them money, give them advice. Because if people keep giving them money, then they're just gonna stay in that cycle where they collect enough money to buy drugs and get through the next day, and they just do that over and over again. I'm speaking from experience, because I used to be messed up like that. And really, all I needed was some good friends, a better outlook on life, and to clean up my act. Yeah, for a few years, it was hard, especially that first year. That first year is hard. And if it wasn't, you know, it was nice to have good friends around me, good people that just want to see me do better. You know, it really helps. But if I could do it, any of us could do it. Any of us could become entrepreneurs, start a business, be self-employed. Even those dirty beggars you see on the street, you know, anyone could change. As long as they have the will, they want it bad enough, they could change. But if they want to just keep doing drugs and they're able to beg for money every day, then that's what they're gonna do. We gotta stop giving these people money. When you, I know, I feel bad too. But also, as a homeless drug addict, I was able to hustle like $300 to $500 a day that I could spend on drugs. $300 to $500. That's more than I get paid some days. So, you know, you're giving people the money and they make more than you every day, and you're still giving them money, and all they're doing is drugs. So don't be giving all these homeless people money. All right, pulling up on the next job site. Let me go pay these workers. They're already running late over here. Because they're paid, they're happy. Quick 4 or 5 miles over here. Ah, that Wendy's there is looking delicious. I haven't eaten anything yet today, but I want to finish the last task, and then I can go sit down at a restaurant or something and eat. Treat myself, right? I think I'll go to the French restaurant tonight. They have some amazing salmon. This place called Chez Oscar on Malcolm X. Alrighty, it's about 7:30 now. I'll head back towards homeward. Hopefully I don't get any more calls today. I don't want any more calls. I just want to go home and take a shower. But if I get another work call, you know, I gotta go. Mr. Reliable. Well, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment your opinions, all that good stuff. It all helps. And I'll see you guys in the next MotoVlog.